Hello and welcome again to Your Money, Your Power. What if I told you that one of the reasons why you're struggling financially is because you have a toxic mentality? Today, I'm going to be showing you 4 toxic mentalities that must be dealt with if you want to become rich. The first one is the nomadic mentality. A nomadic mentality is like a vagabond spirit, if I may call it like that. And these are people who go from job to job, business to business, church to church, looking for what I cannot tell. These are people who lack the power to stay on something till it begins to produce. Now, I've had to counsel a lot of people, give some advice to people about business, and people have stopped businesses after 2-3 months. And I asked them, what's the reason? People were not buying, and now they're already selling something else. The thing is, you need some time for people to know that you do a business, to trust that you can do it well before they become regular customers. You must learn how to stay on one thing until it begins to produce. So if you're going to be wealthy or rich, you need to stop every form of nomadic mentality. The next thing is the consumer mentality. For many of us who are just consumers, we produce nothing. We don't know nothing, or we know things, but we're not willing to work and produce something. You see, some countries are first world countries and some countries are third world countries. What's the difference between these countries is that the third world countries are consumers. So what are you producing? Money comes to people who produce something, to people who bring value. Now, the third toxic mentality is the victim mentality. The victim mentality is basically, I am poor because I'm a woman. I am poor because my parents were poor. I am poor because I'm an orphan. I'm poor because I'm a widow. I'm poor because I'm black. That is a victim mentality. The truth is, all of these things I've listed, there are people who are millionaires and even billionaires who have the same things that you are suffering from. There are orphans who are millionaires. There are widows who are millionaires. There are people who came from very low backgrounds who are making it and making it big. Stop giving excuses. Get up and do something to change your life. And the last toxic mentality is the salary mentality. Many of us are expecting our boss to make us rich, the government to make us rich, or some other. You're blaming everybody but yourself. Your job is not your source, it's just a resource. The government is not your source, the government is a resource. You should, if you have a full-time job, you should be thinking about how to invest your money for it to bring you more money. Now, I've heard many people say that all the billionaires in the world, none of them is a salary earner. There's nothing wrong with being a salary earner. What you should be doing, or what you should be thinking of doing is, how do I turn my salary? How do I multiply my salary and permit it to turn me into a wealthy person? Now, if you're suffering from any of these 4 toxic mentalities, look at it, address it. Start by looking at, if you are suffering from the victim mentality, go on social media, go on Google and look at orphans who made it. How did they make it? Educate yourself. If you get financial literacy, I can assure you your life will change forever, because if you know better, you will do better. I hope that you learned something and you're going to share this video with someone who needs it. Thank you.